All right, we got audio, video, audio and video going. You know, it's always funny when I do one of these meta style of videos. Will I get a whole lot of comments or will I get absolutely no comments? Recently, a video that I published got an abnormally high amount of comments when compared to the videos around it. And the crazy part here is I didn't even ask people to comment directly. Here's what it looked like. Commenting regularly on this channel helps you be memorable to me because I like to read as many comments as I possibly can. And if I see a person commenting regularly, genuinely contributing to the conversation, it makes me think, I'm gonna look at their channel. And the amount of times that I have clicked through to check out the channels of people who comment regularly on this channel would surprise you. Howdy, everyone. Nate here. I think the first thing we really need to address here is, do comments actually lead to more spread of your videos? Is there some sort of connection between YouTube comments and the algorithm saying, show it to more people? And my answer to that is no. Not directly. Of all of my research, of all the stuff I've looked at, it's possible someone from YouTube can pop up and say, actually, Nate, you're incorrect there. There actually is an algorithmic connection. But from all of my studies, there doesn't seem to be a direct connection, like a ratio or something. Like if your ratio of comments to views is a certain amount, then that means your video gets shared with more people. In fact, I would guess that fewer than 1% of all viewers across the YouTube platform ever comment ever on any YouTube video. Instead, here is my theory. What commenting on videos does for you as a creator is it leads to more connection with your audience. In fact, I did a poll recently here on YouTube asking people this very question. I asked, what one thing makes you comment on a YouTube video most often? And if you look at the spread here, the thing that won the most was something really good or funny happening in the video. It wasn't when a creator requested a comment be made. In fact, that was third in line after something else where I got, ironically, a bunch of comments sharing what made people comment on videos. The thing we need to acknowledge here is this community post is on an audience, my audience, of YouTube creators. These are people that are actively, in most cases, trying to create content for the platform, so there's a bit more understanding of the amount of effort that goes into creating a piece of content. So yes, that would absolutely skew this a bit versus the quote-unquote average YouTube viewer. But I still think it's telling that the number one response here with 53% of all respondents was if something really good or funny happened within a video. You see, the primary benefit for you as a creator for having more YouTube comments on your channel are twofold. One is a comment on your video is kind of like a mental bookmark for your viewers to acknowledge that they like your video and or they like you as a creator. That is a really positive sign. Because if they do that, then yes, they are more likely to come back to your videos in the future. And second, the comment section provides an oft overlooked feedback area for you as a creator, because the comment section is one of the best places to see what people think about your videos. Now, in most cases, people are nice on YouTube, but what you want to pay attention to as you're getting feedback in your comment section is this: multiples. If you keep getting comments from different people across multiple videos, then that is something you might want to pay attention to. And that goes both the negative or something you need to change way, as well as the positive way. All right, you following so far? Next, we need to address the different kinds of comments you'll get on your channel and what they mean. Yes, have I spent way too much time reading comments on my own channel as well as other channels? Yes, perhaps so. But I will say this. When someone requests that I look at their channel or I'm doing a consult for a channel, it doesn't matter what size of channel I'm looking at. It could be 10 subscribers or 1 million subscribers that I'm looking at. One of the first sources of feedback and understanding the audience of that channel is the comment section. So I've categorized the types of comments you can get on your channel into 3 categories. 1 is questions for you as a content creator or for other members of the audience. 2, and this is the most common one, is commentary on the video content itself. You'll see this a lot on entertaining YouTube Shorts. In fact, the next time you're watching YouTube Shorts, just click through on the comment section and you'll see tons of highly voted comments or liked comments in those places. And the third kind of comment is a conversation with you as a creator, either direct feedback or direct almost in the click types of interactions based on the traditions or other things you're putting in your videos. On this channel that you're watching right now, I read most of my comments. I'm not able to respond to even a fraction of them, but there's a really high likelihood that if you comment comment on one of my videos, I am seeing it. And the interesting thing is, with each of these comment types that you get on your channel, it often reflects what kind of content you are making. Questions for you as a creator or other audience typically means because people are there because they're trying to get something out of your content. They're trying to get an answer, or they're trying to learn a skill set. Commentary on the video content typically means that you're creating content that doesn't require that the audience know or feel a connection with you, therefore they're just appreciating the content itself. And then conversation with you as a creator usually means that people feel like they know you and they like or trust you, or the opposite, they hate your guts. All right, is this cool so far? I've never seen this described this way, or this kind of discussion happening about YouTube comments before, which is why I titled this video the way I did. So if it is eye-opening to you, I would love if you would boop the like button on this video. All right, next, we need to talk about how to ask for comments on your channel. How do you actually effectively ask for comments and get this thing that we want? The best way I have found is this: give them a reason to comment. Now, these reasons can include, but are not limited to, simply the value you deliver in your video. If it's a really good experience for people, you remember back on this poll I did, something really good or funny happening in the video, if you do that alone, people are going to comment even if you never request it. Another reason could be a specific ask. You ask your audience for a specific answer to a specific question. Keep watching if you want an example of that. Forewarning, it's very meta. Another reason you can get people to comment is if you intentionally built in a noteworthy event within your video. Something that made them laugh out loud or wowed them is much more likely to get comments. All right, and yet again, we need to address the elephant in the room here. Why are you, yes, you watching this, not getting more comments on your videos? All right, there's roughly two categories here. One, if your view numbers are low in general, across all of your videos that you're publishing on your channel. If you don't get a lot of views currently, you actually have a more difficult situation for audience members to want to or feel safe to comment. Why? Well, it's tough to speak up in a quiet room. Have you ever been at a party and you're in a circle of people that you just met at that party and it's kind of quiet? There's that awkward silence. Most people don't want to be the one to break that silence and say, "So, how's the weather?" or "How's everybody's work doing?" More comments makes it easier for people to add another comment to the mix because they feel like they're not alone and they're not the one breaking the silence. So if you're in this situation, how do you fix this? The number one way I have found, and let me know if you want a whole video dedicated to this, is provide a feeling of welcome for your audience members. Talk like you're talking to a friend. Be authentic and genuinely excited about what you're sharing, and people will reciprocate that. You'll get those wonderful, blessed audience members that I call the early adopters. These are the real OGs of YouTube. Which, by the way, if you're an OG or one of the first people to comment on this channel that you're watching right now, I would love to hear from you. What I think I'm trying to say here is it means a lot, both to myself and you as a content creator, when you get those people that are willing to step up and be those early adopter commenters. It's awesome. All right, and second category of you not getting comments are if you're seeing roughly 1,000 views roughly per video or higher, and you're not getting very many comments, you might want to pay attention to this. You are not giving people a reason to comment or interact with your video. In fact, if that's you, I want you to go back and rewatch this video to apply it to your specific situation. Also, in most cases, the worst way to ask for a comment is by simply saying, "And be sure to leave a comment on this video." Instead, I would ask you for a video you watched where you felt like maybe midway through the video, you had to leave a comment. There was no way you were not going to comment on that video. What happened in that video that made you comment?
Howdy everyone. It's Nate. I got another video for you. Watch this next. Really, you should watch this next. Just watch it.